Now, Israeli attacks in central Gaza have killed at least 12 people and wounded many more, including children. 13 aid trucks arrived safely in Jabalia and Gaza City, marking the first convoys to travel from the south to the north of the Gaza Strip without incident in 4 months. Ceasefire talks could resume in Qatar today, with an Israeli delegation led by Mossad spy chief expected in Doha to discuss Hamas' proposal for a 3-stage plan to end the war, as the Israeli-Hamas war enters its 163rd day. This report takes a look at the major events in the war over several months.
The assault began about 6:30 a.m. with a barrage of at least 2,200 rockets launched into Israel in just 20 minutes. The barrage reportedly overwhelmed the Iron Dome system, the highly successful anti-missile defense system deployed throughout Israel. As the rockets rained down on Israel, at least 1,500 militants from Hamas and the PIJ infiltrated Israel at dozens of points by using explosives and bulldozers to breach the border, which was heavily fortified with smart technology, fencing and concrete. About 1,200 people were killed in the assault, which included families attacked in their homes in Kibbutzim. About 1,200 people were killed in the assault, which included families attacked in their homes and attendees of an outdoor music festival. That number largely comprised Israeli civilians, but it also included foreign nationals. More than 240 others were taken into the Gaza Strip as hostages. At 8:23 a.m. on October 7, the IDF announced a state of alert for war and began mobilizing its army reserves. 2 hours later, IDF fighter jets began conducting airstrikes in the Gaza Strip. On October 8, Israel declared itself in a state of war, and Netanyahu told residents of the blockaded enclave to get out immediately. On October 9, Israel ordered a complete siege of the Gaza Strip, cutting off water, electricity, food and fuel from entering the territory. As Israel conducted airstrikes, international efforts were made to secure the release of the hostages. Qatar, which in years past had coordinated with Israel on the delivery of international aid packages to the Gaza Strip, became the key mediator. But in the first weeks of the war, it managed to negotiate the release of only 4 of the people held by Hamas. Just 3 weeks after Hamas's assault on October 7th, more than 1.4 million Palestinians in the Gaza Strip had become internally displaced, and with numbers of Palestinians killed still climbing by the thousands, it had become the deadliest conflict for the Palestinians since the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. On November 1, the Rafah border crossing between Gaza Strip and Egypt was opened, under conditions agreed to by Egypt, Hamas and Israel, to allow a limited number of foreign nationals to evacuate the territory for the first time since October 7. On the 22nd of November, Israel's Security Cabinet agreed to a prisoner exchange with Hamas, which was mediated by Qatar and Egypt, that will coincide with a temporary pause in fighting. During the pause, which lasted 7 days, 110 of the hostages were freed in exchange for 240 Palestinian prisoners. In the days after fighting resumed, Israeli forces moved into Khan Yunis, the largest urban center in the south of the Gaza Strip, and the location of the homes of senior Hamas leaders, including Yahya Sinwar and Mohammed Deif. A large number of civilians fled to Rafah, one of the last areas in the enclave for civilians to shelter from the ground invasion, and within weeks, more than half of the Gaza Strip total population had crammed into the city along Egypt's border.